Okay, so if you're watching this video, you've already watched the video for the top portion of the notes. You've also already gone and attempted some of the homework problems for yourself, of some of the packet on area of parallelogram. You've done some of those problems, so that's not like totally new for you. Okay. So let's try this problem here. Now, in this problem here, which is a little bit harder example, right, we can see that there's two right angles. So I'm gonna circle one right angle right here. This one looks more obvious to me, okay? And if I'm looking at that, I'm gonna have multiple colors here. So, right, I'm gonna get all my colors out to help me with this problem. Okay. So, if you don't have colors, pause it. Go grab your colors. Okay. If we look at this, right, I'll highlight that in green. Okay, that's 6. What's the base that goes along with it? Here's the base that goes along with it. Okay? So if I'm looking at that, right, remembering it's a parallelogram because the directions tell me it's a parallelogram. My area is base times height. My base here, how long is that? Oh, look, this one's marked as 10, so that's got to be 10 as well. So my base is 10 and my height is 6. So my area is 60. Okay. So that's just like example 1. I guess it's a little bit harder because there's another right angle there. But I just picked one of my right angles. Okay. Excuse me. So now we need to solve for x. So it says the directions say find the area of the parallelogram. We did that. In the next section we're going to have some triangles too. Alright, so a parallelogram or triangle. Then find the value of x. Okay. So if I look at x, I'm going to turn this sideways. And the reason I'm turning it sideways is because x, if I look at it, that's a height for using this right angle. So I'm going to highlight it in my second color here. My sky blue or whatever you want to call this. Okay. All right. I'm going to highlight that base as well in that color. Okay. Okay, so if I'm looking at that, okay. So for that one, right, if I'm thinking about my area formula, and notice I'm using the second color for it, area base times height. The height there is x, and the base, well, that's how long this is. Oh, that's 8. So my area is 8 times x. Well, remember, this is the same parallelogram I had before. I know what the area is. The area is 60, so I'm going to plug that in there. Okay. So I got that area to go because it had to be this. So, okay. I'll say this one more time why this area is 60. Okay. Remember, this is the same shape we started with. The area using the green was 60. Just because I pick a different base and a different height for the same shape doesn't change the area of it. The area is 60 no matter what. Okay. So if I were to do these and solve for x, 60 over 8, I could put it in fraction form, I could put it in decimal form, it doesn't matter. I'll keep it in fraction form here, which is going to give me 15 over 2, or 7.5. Whatever you want. Okay, I'll actually write 7.5 because you probably used your calculator for it. Okay, so your x value is 7.5. Right? 7.5, if I use this as my base, 8, and this is my height, 8 times 7.5, also going to give me 60. So it's basically two different combinations that give you that same area. Okay. Okay, so let's look at B here, right? And if I'm looking at B, right, I have two right angles, and so here's one right angle, and here's the other. I'm going to circle my different colors, okay? And I have to decide which combination to use first. Well, the green one has an X attached to it, so I don't want to use that one first, right? How about I use this bluish one, okay? Right? I have 10, so that must be my height. If I follow this across, my base is 6. Okay, so this is a triangle. So how do I find the area of a triangle? 1/2 base times height. Back from our last unit. Okay, if I'm looking at it, 6 is my base. Height is 10. Notice we did not use this because that's way on the outside here. It's just the base of the triangle. It's not saying how far is this dotted, how long is that dotted part. We just want the base of the triangle. Okay, so the area of this is 30. Okay, the area of the triangle is 30. All right, and that is something from the last unit. or from 8.2, right? The last homework assignment. Okay. Now let's look at the green. Okay. If I do the green, I'm going to spin this around. Okay. Okay. Here is the base that goes along with this is my height. Right. So my base is 12. My height is x. Okay. Again, area is 1/2 base times height. I know what the area has to be. It's the same triangle. The area still needs to be 30. Shape hasn't changed at all, so it's still 30. Base is 12. Height is x. Okay. Let's simplify, solve for x. So I have 30 equals 6x. Divide by 6. X is 5. There we go. Okay. Now that would be a great time to pause, right, and then try these last ones, or at least see what you can do, right? Give it a shot on your own, okay? And then I'll talk you through it, okay? Okay. If you're watching this part, you've tried C and or D on your own a little bit, okay? Maybe you tried C, right, to see how it's done, and then you're gonna go. Okay? So here's one right angle. Here's my other. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. The X is over here. Okay. The X is gonna then be over on this side. I'm gonna use pencil for that. So this whole thing is X, and this whole thing is 7. Okay. So if I'm looking at this, the X touches this blue one. So I'm gonna do the green one. Okay. 7 and 4. Okay. This is a parallelogram, so area of parallelogram. Base times height. Base is 7. Height is 4. Area is 28. Okay. There you go. Okay. So if I'm looking at this guy right here. Okay. Let's see. So here's my base. That's X. Here's my height. That's 6. Okay. Area, base times height. Area is still 28. Didn't change. It's still the same parallelogram we had before, so the area stays exactly the same. Right? Base is X. Height is 6. Let's divide by 6. So I got to do 28 divided by 6. Okay. Now I can reduce that and make it 14/3. I'm going to divide both the top and bottom by 2, and that's okay. Like some people say, "Oh, it's got to be wrong because I have a fraction." That's not wrong. Okay. If you want to leave it as a decimal, albeit, okay, it's 4.6 repeating. You must have the repeating symbol because it goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay. Okay. So pause the video at this point if you haven't tried D. If you have tried D and you want to check your answer, just keep watching. But if you haven't tried D yet, you really should pause to make sure that you understand what's, or at least try something. Okay, so let's try D. Right, I'm going to take my 2 colors, circle the right angles. Okay. I can see that with this green one, hey, the X is the height for this one, and this is my base. And just like on the homeworks, the worksheets you're going to see how the 10's in the middle, so that's telling me that's the whole thing, right? That's the whole thing. But I don't like it. I can't use the green first because it has the X, so let me use the blue one first. So turn my paper. I always turn it so that I can see the base is the bottom. Okay, that base is 7. The height is 5. Okay? The height determines which one's the base, right? Which 5 is perpendicular to 7, so that's why I'm using that. Okay, so to get the area, I'm going to do 1/2 base times height. So I'm going to have 35 over 2, and I could write 35 over 2, or I could write it as 17.5, and that's up to you how you decide to write it. Okay. Now, if I'm going to get the value of x, right, you can see my base is 10 and my height is x. My area is 17.5 because I just found that. And then area formula, remember it's area equals 1/2 base times height because it's a triangle. Base is 10, height is x. Okay, I'm going to simplify that. That becomes 5x. I divide by 5. Okay, so I do 17.5 divided by 5, and I get 3.5. Okay, 0.5 for that. And we're going to cross out perimeter. We're not doing that perimeter there. All right, for myself. Okay. Alright, so that's how to get those answers. So hopefully that all makes sense. If there's anything that I went through that doesn't make sense, you should be emailing me your questions, right? And let me know if there's anything I can help you with.